Hi, everyone. Welcome to My Psychic Connection. This is your summer premiere show. I'm your host, Kay the Intuitive Empath, but you all can call me Kay for short. I'm so excited to be a part of this summer season. We have so much great content all summer long. I look forward to this journey with you all. It's been fantastic the past few weeks on Wednesdays, but now you got to come on over 10 o'clock. So, for those of you who are new here, we're going to go over some of the house rules. The rest of you, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, share us out far and wide. Don't forget, we're going to have that emoji contest all night long, too. So, you'll want to send emojis in from now until it's time to call for the winner. So, you can get that free reading from Journey later on in the show. Now, we do not do any medical, legal, or health related questions. And that is for the obvious reasons. We are not licensed physicians. We are not able to answer some of these questions legally, okay? We also do not do general readings on this show. You can head over to mypsychicconnection.com, and there are psychics on 24/7 who are happy to go more in detail for your questions that you have there. But general, those are kind of broadband, and we may say some things that you don't want other people to hear. This is streamed all over the world on several different platforms. Okay, if you would like to guarantee that your question gets read here, you'll want to go ahead and click the donation link that you can find on YouTube or Facebook, and you can donate for a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, and a mega reading. Remember, mega skips the line, and those are all untimed reads, okay? We've got a lot of great content here all night long. Of course, we're going to talk Crystal Corner a little bit later. We're going to have Alice, and then I have a fun game later on as well that we'll get into. Do not forget, $1 of your donations all month long do go to a Pride organization. We are so happy to continue to donate to different charities each month. It's a wonderful opportunity. So not only are you getting a reading, but you're also helping to go to a great cause, okay? So we want to thank you so much ahead of time for your patience in waiting for questions, because sometimes we have a lot of people to get through, but we do our best. But don't forget, you can log in 2 hours before the show so that you can submit your questions a little bit earlier, okay? Now, enough of the tough stuff. We're going to go ahead and have some fun. Remember that I like to do quotes all show long. Remember, quotes keep me motivated and also may help to motivate other people here on the show. So also, while you're sending those emojis in, go ahead and send in your quotes. I love to read those live. One of the quotes I have written down today is, life doesn't get any easier or more forgiving, but we do. We get stronger and we get more resistant. Okay, so I hope that that quote helps y'all. Energy, hi energy. Energy says, woohoo, looking forward to your show, and lots of the love heart emojis. Gemma says, looking beautiful and colorful. Yes, I decided to go for it with the pride colors, guys. Bunny says, hi, Kay. Hi, Bunny. I love the love hearts. You guys know the green heart emoji is my favorite emoji. But since it's Pride Month, I would love for you guys to share all the different colors of pride. Feeling festive. I got the pride bracelet on. I've got the pride shirt on. Got the pride makeup on. Let's just have lots and lots of fun. So let's get into our first question of the night. Gemma. Hi, Gemma. Gemma says, hey, how is Adam currently feeling about me? He said he misses and loves me, but we are long distance, and he hasn't made any future plans to visit for a while now. But he's going abroad for a week today. All right. Let's shift over to the love deck for you, Gemma. Let's see about his feelings. All right. So I see a little bit of a disconnect that's here, right? So we get our 8 of flutes, which I use the 8 of cups. So that's someone who's kind of emotionally pulled away. I feel like he's very preoccupied. And it's almost as if you've kind of taken a little bit of a back seat to him. You're going to want, if this is something that you want to do, is kind of make a decision on how you want to proceed moving forward. You guys can have some more fulfillment here. And he does still have that interest. We do still get our 2 of flutes. That's our 2 of cups. So he does still have the interest. However, it seems like it's just kind of slipping, like there's a lot of other distractions. So maybe put a little bit of fun back into things, lighten things up. And I don't know, try to make some sort of solid sense of time, because it's that distance and that disconnect that's creating that, right, that uncomfortable space. So it's not that he's incapable of being there with you. It just seems like his mind's kind of getting bogged down. He's almost focused in a different area. Okay, and I'm sure that's kind of difficult. She says, yeah, it makes sense. He's going through a hard time currently. Yeah, there's a lot of emotions in that Eight of Cups. That's huge. A lot of feelings and things like that. So one thing that's great is you're identifying that he does have things going on in his life. And now you can be a sense of support, but also uplifting, because that's a huge thing that I keep feeling is the need to be uplifting, the need to pour something lighter into the relationship, because he just seems very much so like distracted or also overwhelmed, right? And I know that a lot of times, a lot of us kind of go through those difficulties with our partners. We're like, wow, where's the attention at? Where's that? But it's not the lack of care that's there. It's all those distractions that are kind of popping in too, right? So Gemma, I do hope that helps. And I'm sure that things will kind of pick up a little bit more, because I do kind of get some instincts here. She says we really help each other. Yeah, I feel like towards the summer, like more towards July, I kind of feel like your energy may be shifting in regards to that. So it may feel lighter. It may feel a lot better. Okay. So I hope that helps, Gemma. Okay. Let's go ahead and with another question. Audrey says, hi. So my daughter, Kara, and her boyfriend, Nando, broke up last Saturday. They were together for almost 2 years. Will this breakup be the last one for them? All right, let's see what we get. Okay, unfortunately, I don't feel as though this is the last breakup. I wish I had something a little bit more positive there, but so we have the Five of Pentacles. So someone's not aware of what they have right in front of their face. It seems as though at times there's like taking advantage of one thing, or almost also like that sense of, I'm just used to this with you, right? So we have our Queen of Cups, we have our Queen of Wands, right? They're almost like battling energies, right? One person feels very entitled to something. One person feels very emotionally connected to something. So, oh man, LOL, I know. But it's like they're just like battling here in a sense. And it's hard sometimes, because when you're with someone for such an extended period of time, right? It gets so easy to just kind of brush a lot of things off, or just be like, I'm used to it. It says yes. Like, I'm used to this, or you're never going to change, or it's always going to be this way. And they don't leave room for the fact that this person has changed. They've got to learn how to grow together and not apart. And I think that's huge here. I don't feel as though this is the end, though. I think it's a difficult time. It's a difficult moment, but this is not the end. I would encourage her, and I would also encourage her partner, because I'm sure you guys are all going to talk again, to just start appreciating the small things within each other. Appreciate the good times and kind of recreate those moments and make them a little bit longer lasting with each other. And also open themselves up to the idea that, guess what? No relationship is perfect, and it takes time and it takes work. And I think that they're both willing to put the work in, but sometimes our pride or ego gets in the way, right? So I do hope that helps. I know that's definitely difficult to her, and I'm sending your daughter well wishes, and know that things will be okay. Okay. And for you too, Mama, for you too. So let's see you guys sharing some of those emojis, all those colorful emojis, some of those quotes. Because don't forget, if you share those emojis, Journey will be on later on to give that free reading, okay? And also, we also have our game here that we're going to do a little bit later. I'm not going to tell you guys right now. Don't forget, $1 of all your donations do go to a pride organization to help others in need. Audrey says, okay, thank you. No problem, honey. Don't forget to continue to like, share, and subscribe all night long. The further you guys share us out, the stronger we get. You want to keep us up and running. I love helping you all. So we have a quote. Everyone, oh, I thought there was a quote. Be sure to keep sharing your quotes and your emojis all night long. We'll go ahead, and Journey says, the struggle you're in today is developing into the strength you need tomorrow. This is by Robert II. I like that one. And I also was looking up a lot of like those strength quotes and things like that as well. I got, be sure to put your feet in the right place and to stand firm. Because, a lot of times we're putting our feet in kind of the wrong areas, or we're putting ourselves into the wrong situations, and that throws us off. But you want to make sure your feet are planted on solid ground. You want to make sure the people who are around you are solid around you. You want to make sure your support systems around you are solid. Because remember, each one reach one, right? The stronger we are together, the bigger we can grow, the louder our voices can be, right? And if you stand for something, you fall for nothing, right? All right, let's dive into another question. Marie says, hi, do you see financial blessings coming my way before the holiday in September? Thank you kindly. You're so welcome. Let's see about those finances. This is one of my favorite questions. I'm a Capricorn. I like talking money all day. So I do see that there is, I would say a few struggle months, if you will. There's some things here where it almost looks like you kind of have to make some decisions on what we're going to say, what we're going to put to the side. But I love, love, love this. The Eight of Pentacles says you're going to be busy and working, and we definitely see that financial success. We got our Empress, and we also got our Lover. So, honey, I definitely feel like those finances will improve and increase. I feel like there's some decisions you're going to have to make upcoming in regards to what am I putting to the side? Is this something that's worth it? And I don't know. I keep feeling like there's something you're going to put away or save for like the long run. I don't know if you have like a goal. Maybe you're trying to buy something that's bigger, but it seems like there's some sort of investment that you're looking towards and that you're going to get. I did get a lot of like kind of being wise and making these right financial moves so you can have that. But September, honey, that definitely looks good for you. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper than that. Not only does September look good for you, but really that month of November really stands out for me as kind of a transitional time for you where things really, really, really improve. So I am super excited for you. And I definitely hope that that helps. Okay. All right. Let's see some of those emojis you guys are dropping. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's Rose sharing her emojis. I love all the beautiful, beautiful emojis. Bonnie sharing her emojis. Beautiful support system. Yes. All right, guys. So I want to talk a little bit about my favorite crystals. So that means it's time for Crystal Corner. All right. So today we have Bumblebee Jasper. Let me try to get this light right for you guys. Bumblebee Jasper. All right. If you do not know anything about Bumblebee Jasper is wonderful for the solar plexus and your sacral chakra. So those are those affirmations of I will and I feel, right? This helps with your power and confidence, your creativity and your pleasure. So like when I'm nervous, right? This is the one you want to cling to. You put this here on your belly. Remember your solar and sacral, where those are on your body, the alignment of the chakras. This helps take away the stress. It helps bring tranquility. This removes your negative energetic blocks and pulls you to a more spiritual alignment. Matches your nails. Huh, you know what? I forgot what nails. I always get my nails done. Thank you. It does. And if you ever notice, you typically are drawn to wear certain colors of the chakras that need the most align. So I always say those people who like to wear those dark colors maybe need to work on protection or groundedness, and the lighter colors mean all those different chakra points. Now, this is not a crystal you want to walk around with like the blue sapphires or diamonds. You don't want to wear this with this. It kind of negates the energy that comes in. And remember what I told you guys before, how you cleanse and charge your crystals are everything. I see sometimes people are putting their crystals out in the sun. They ain't got no business being there. They put them out on the moon and they got no business being there. This is one of those ones that charges beautifully under the full moon. This charges wonderfully with a singing bowl or tuning forks. Now with the singing bowl or a sound bowl, you want to hit that or strike that 20 to 30 times to cleanse it. And you never, ever, ever cleanse this in water because there are toxins in this crystal, okay? But it is a beautiful, beautiful crystal overall. And I do hope you guys learned a little something extra. Do you guys have, Gemma says, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Do you guys have any crystals that you like to use for your solar plexus and sacral that kind of go along with that? Things that help you take away that stress and definitely bring that energy up. I would love, love, love to see those all night long. We're going to go ahead and jump into our next question. All right, we have a donation. Woo-woo! Thank you. So Audrey says, so I am just in my head about my relationship with Wes. I used to think he was Mr. Fix-It and had an answer for everything. And now I feel like everything he says is wrong, like he's a man-child about, I'm assuming about everything. I'm annoyed or pissed anytime he talks lately. Well, Audrey, I don't think you're alone there. I think we all go through that sometimes with our partner, right? They just drive us so crazy. So let's see what we get for you. All right. Now, here's what I'll say. Right now, he just seems, and I'm going to say this, it seems like a bit of a tizzy of a mood, right? There's some things here where he's kind of just feeling like there's some things that are changing and it doesn't seem like he can quite keep up with it. She says, LOL, because you're not alone. It seems like he has a difficult time with like adjusting things. Like if he gets bored, he's like, right? He doesn't really want to deal with things. And it's like he kind of takes that out or he shifts things onto you and you kind of feel that energy. And the problem is you're so connected to him that his, like, it's almost like his negative energy, and when he's feeling something different, you pull into that as well. So it's really hard at times, I guess, for him to find the words to say to you or to communicate properly. So he just comes out, i.e. a little bit more aggressive. He's being so responsible and unpredictable in theory. Here's the advice that's given to you. So you got your 3 of Cups, your 3 of Pentacles, and your 7 of Pentacles. This, honey, to me indicates that you got to start taking a little bit of advice from the outside. You're going to have to pull on your resources. Who does he listen to? Who is he got a little intimidation from in the family or friendship side? I think you got to put a little pressure on him to make him uncomfortable so that he can see how he's moving and what he's doing isn't necessarily right. This seems like you're going to work better with the collective. It's like, I don't even want to talk, or I don't even want him to talk to me. LOL. I get it. And this is not one you should suffer through alone. Trust me. This is saying, be patient. Reach out and accept the help of others or other sources around you, because he's not an easy one to kind of just win over. But I think you know that already, right? I think you know he's a tough cookie. But the thing is here, I will say there is a lot of love that seems to be with him, with you, but he doesn't even have control over his own moods and emotions. And it's difficult because sometimes when you're in alignment and you're on your spiritual path and your partner isn't, it's more difficult to have those kind of tougher conversations with them and for them to see where, you know, there's that error and you want them to be better. You don't want to not deal with him. You don't want to not have those conversations, but I don't think he's making it the easiest for you. So definitely take time to rely on others. Definitely take in and soak in all the advice that you can. And if you got someone who can kind of help be a little thorn in his side too, I think he'll listen to the majority over just you, because it's like he almost feels like you're just nitpicking or you're just helping to create the problem. So it's very, very, very difficult in that aspect with him. Let me see what else may come out for you, because I think we have a little bit more time. Don't be so hard on yourself either. Yeah. And there it goes. And I don't want to feel this way. Well, just to cap you off here, don't be so tough on yourself. I see that it bothers you a lot. You got your judgments, you got your 9 of Swords. So I understand that there's a lot of emotions and feelings there, and this isn't, you know, quite so black and white for you. All right, honey. Thank you so much for your donation. Remember, guys, $1 of every donation all month long goes to Pride. We definitely love the support there and the support with us as well. If you would like to jump the line, skip the line, or definitely guarantee a read, remember, hit that donation link on Facebook or YouTube. and it'll take you for a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, or a mega. Okay. Audrey says, thank you. Thank you so much as well. Also, I forgot to say thank you guys so much for tuning in yesterday to the show and for all the beautiful donations that went to my family. It was so, so very much appreciated. And I cannot express enough the My Psychic Connection family journey, especially. You guys are all awesome. So please continue to support a great platform because these people do for everyone and not just themselves. And it's platforms like these that need to continue to be boosted up because it's such a wonderful, wonderful experience. They help so many wonderful charities and even us. So again, thank you everyone who tuned in, and definitely a thank you to My Psychic Connection. Now I've seen Skrill. Skrill says, so long as your desire to explore is greater than your desire to not screw up, you're on the right track. I like that. That sounds like a Scroll quote. I don't even like that said it's Ed Helms. That's you. That definitely sounds like a Scroll quote. And I'm waiting for Journey's quotes because he be having a whole list of them too. Guys, don't forget to continue to share, like, and follow all night long. Don't forget to continue to send those emojis in. Energy says citrine is for the solar plexus and orange calcite for the sacral. I've got a little orange calcite here. Antonio also says citrine. So guys, citrine is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful one. That is another one. I'll definitely have to bring that onto the show and we will dive in. I love when you guys throw these out here. Scroll says, Kay, I want a book from you on crystals. Well, we'll have to work on that. Let's hop into another question. Mahesh says, hey, when do you see me getting married? Ooh, let's see. I heard a number really loud and oh wow, listen, I said I heard a number really loud. I heard 5, to be honest. Now I know you don't like that, but I'm hearing 5. Now I feel like that may be more of like a 5 within the next 5 years. Of course, you can always speed up your timelines. However, the thing is here, I feel like there's still somewhere here where you're needing to meet. You're needing to take time and like literally get to know someone. You have someone who's in alignment for you, but I feel like it's not the right time or the right situation. So this is something that you need to have a little bit more energy in, have a little bit more patience, and definitely start taking the steps to build that relationship up, because it's not something that's far out of reach, but there's things that need, I feel like almost approached. I feel like the effort and even the awareness of all this needs to come together. So if you want this timeline to speed up, which they always can, I always say never lock in a hard number because you guys do have free will. However, I would suggest that you start taking the initiative, start taking the action, and really start making your intentions be known. Don't also chase after people who are not on that same path as you, because you could be saying, here, listen, I'm focused on marriage, and this person's over here like, I'm here for a good time. You want to have someone who's aligned and focused with you. Be mindful. I feel like there's energies already around you that are open to that relationship aspect. But take your time and enjoy. Remember, it's not about the number here of when we get married. It's that the relationship is fulfilling, because you don't want to just jump into something and then it goes nowhere, right? And then it's over in a couple of years. So give that time to build up that relationship. Make sure that bond is tight. And I genuinely believe you'll have what you want, because you definitely have family. You have a full life. And there's the bell. The bell. That's our destiny. So speaking of our beautiful sharing our emojis, speaking of our beautiful destiny, guys, don't forget, we have VIP shows on Fridays, so you guys can see Destiny later on Fridays. If you guys go ahead and buy your tickets on JourneyRyanLive.com, all of your season 1 favorites will kind of be ready to go on there. But also we have our summer shows that are upcoming. He says, thank you so much. You're welcome. He says, amazing. We have Tuesday Energy tomorrow night. I love my girl Energy. Wednesday, we have Brooke, the Terra Luminati. And then Thursday, we have Rose. And of course, Friday we have the VIP shows, and you guys can catch me here every Monday all summer long at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Journey says, the way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. It's tattooed on my wrist, Journey. Get out of my head. Listen, guys, Journey is always in my head, like always, all the time. Now he says the quote that's on my wrist. So Journey says the good life is a process and not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. And that is by Pearl Rogers. I love it. I love it. He's laughing because he knows he's always in my head. We're going to laugh about this later. All right, guys, I have a great fun game for you all. I pulled a tarot card earlier before the show. He said, I like it there. It's a fun place. I hear him a good time. So I pulled a tarot card earlier. Whoever guesses the tarot card that I pulled, so guys, go ahead, get to typing, thing of the tarot cards. You will get a free mini read. So that's open here until the end of the show. So keep on typing. The wonderful people in the back are paying attention, okay? And don't forget to continue to share those emojis, because also you have a second opportunity to win a reading. So I want to hear that you guys can't get readings. You can get readings all night here. Journey will be on later with the person who shares the most emojis. Don't forget, you can go ahead and click the donation link on Facebook or YouTube for a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, or a mega, and mega skips the line. That being said, let's go ahead and dive into another question. Yay, another donation. Antonio says, hey, Kay, will my love life get better? Woo, I felt the call to my deck here. So let's go ahead and pull from beautiful creatures and see what we get. Now, right away, I do see that you've definitely got some tough times here. Now, I feel like this relationship is something that needs a lot of work. Will it get better? I'll say the possibility is here, but I'm telling you this, there's a lot of energy that's coming out that shows that there's a lot of work that's needed. Right now, the 5 of Cups comes out. So someone's kind of living in regret and huge depression here. Quite frankly, I don't feel like either one of you is happy emotionally. It doesn't seem like either one of you is feeling fulfilled or even wants to be in this place. But there's a lot of repetitive cycles that are happening. I'm getting a lot of karmic energy. So remember, what you're putting out into the relationship is what you're getting back. We have the 4 of Pentacles that comes out. And in this deck, it literally says the greed. Now, greed doesn't necessarily mean someone who's overeating or doing things like that, but someone who may be taking advantage of things or may not be recognizing the true worth of the relationship. And now here's what I'll say this. Don't hold on to something that wants to go. See how she's trying to hold on to a frog? That frog's not meant to be there. But note this too. What happens with a frog when they're on their own? They'll sit there on a lily pad all day long, right? So if it wants to be there, it'll stay, but you can't hold on to something that doesn't want to be there. You guys have got to find a lot of balance in your relationship, okay? Remember what I said, what you pour in is what you're going to get back. In this case, I kind of feel like you guys are kind of letting the personal things get in the way, and you're not taking into account the grand collective whole. What is it that you guys want together? What was your vision for the long term? He said, exactly, you're right. Okay. And time is endless. Do you see here how the clocks are melting? Too often we're so focused on just one thing here, right? You made me upset here. You hurt my feelings here. You're not doing this. And we don't take a look at, wow, maybe this person's stressed. Maybe this person's overwhelmed. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they're sliding off the rails a bit. Maybe I need to take a step back, but we're people, we're humans. So we internalize everything. We focus on everything for ourselves. And here there's a lot of pull where you guys are so focused on yourselves. Maybe there's a lot of healing you guys need to do independently that is canceling each other out whenever you're together. So here's what I would say. Yes, this situation can get better, but I think you guys are needing this separation time. You guys are needing some time to focus on you and get yourselves together so that you guys can work collectively together. Okay. Seems like we're just pointing our fingers at each other. He says, Yeah, and that's it's no longer working, right? You guys aren't aware of the love that you have right there, what you guys have built. And I think this goes back to again what we were talking about before about, sometimes you're with that partner for so long, right, that you can't even see anything else that they do, any of the changes that they're having. And you just start writing off what they do and writing off the behaviors, and you're not recognizing that you're actually isolating them, and you guys are actually making the situations a whole lot harder. So take the time to heal individually and then come together with that. You say, yeah, together 11 years. See, that's what I'm saying. And it gets so there's that bell. Well, Antonio, I definitely hope that helps. I'm wishing you a lot of the best of luck there with that situation. I know it's tough, but remember, that energy you pour out, that energy you exude out into that relationship is what you will get back. Maybe do some work on the heart chakra and you guys' throat chakras, because I kind of feel like maybe those things may be a little over or underactive. Okay. Well, I definitely hope that helps, Antonio. Thank you so much for your donation. And remember, $1 of everybody's donations go ahead to that Pride Foundation. He says, thank you, love. You're so welcome. I appreciate your time here. All right. I hope you guys are still sharing. Bunny says, always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. Ooh. All right. I like that one. That's saying claim that. So there was one that I heard too that was about like self and reflect. I'm trying to think of what it was. Ah, there was a really, really good one I heard earlier though, but it was all about the value. Strive to be successful. Like see yourself as the success point. Like see yourself as the goal. That's what it is. See yourself as the goal and not just the idea. Right. So I love those self-empowerment ones. Thank you so much, Bunny, for sharing. All right, let's dive into another question. Kimberly says, should I leave my current romantic relationship for a relationship with myself? Ooh, I like that question. All right. Now, I'm using this Clarity Tarot, honey, and this one is very direct. You got the Nine of Pentacles, and in regards to the love portion, it literally says content with or without a partner. So you can have both, honey. You can definitely have both. But here's what I got. You got your Three of Pentacles and your Ten of Cups. So I don't think this is a time necessarily for you to break away and run from the relationship. But if you are feeling the need, and be mindful of like look at the questions that we ask. You know that you need some more self-love. You know that you need to build yourself back up. And if that relationship is causing you to lose that, then take that step back. Now, I don't feel as though anything here in the energy is saying you're supposed to leave it, because Three of Pentacles is actually coming together, or working together, or blending together, and so is that Ten of Cups. But note this, just like what I told Antonio, you have to start working from somewhere here within. What is it that you want? What is it that your partner wants? And if those things can't come into alignment, then you start making those other decisions. However, in your case here, I'm seeing a lot of growth that can be done together. But the biggest thing here is understanding your worth and your value. Never allow someone to make you feel less than or to take some of that power away from you. I do believe that there's some work that needs done on the relationship, but I'm feeling like that self-worth, that self-love, that self-confidence definitely needs to come up. So all of these wonderful crystals, especially I've been talking about over the last few shows for the solar plexus and sacral, which I've been focusing on those for a reason. This is the time that we all need that to boost that confidence up within ourselves. It's not always just the self-love. It's the confidence. It's the pleasure. It's the creativity that we need. And honey, these are all things that you need now, and also to pour into your relationship. So again, I'm also going to encourage you with this summer for you to take those steps forward to try that bell. I love getting into the juice of things with you guys. Keep those questions stream rolled and lining in. Keep sharing those quotes. Keep sharing the emojis. All right. Rose says, don't cry them a river, cry them a lake so you can go for a swim afterwards. And that is a quote from Rose. That was like a quote and a joke in a little bit. I like that though. Because listen, y'all are going to swim in these stairs. This is what I have going on. And I like that too. We also talked about that a lot, expressing those emotions and opening yourselves up. You don't have to hide it from other people. That's a lesson I'm still learning. You don't have to hide it from everybody. Not everybody has negative intentions, and emotions are okay to feel. Once when I say that, the Capricorn in me shriveled up and died. But it is okay to show emotions, guys. Journey says challenges are what makes life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. And that's by Joshua Marine. I like that one. Journey, send me that one. Send me that one, please. It always seems impossible until someone does it. That's another quote that I like. All right. Don't forget, guys, keep guessing for that card that I pulled at the beginning of the show. You got 70 something cards in the tarot deck. So keep guessing. All right. Let's get into another question. Kimberly says, not Kimberly. Tanya says, am I meant to be with Kevin? So I don't like to give a solid answer on some of those things like that because you do have free will. So I'll just see energy around Kevin and then you make your decision, Tanya. Okay? You make your decision. Let's see that energy around Kevin. All right. So this can be a little bit of a difficult one here, right? So we have our Knight of Swords that comes out. So, I mean, this can be one who puts a lot of energy in almost right away, but also understand that this is one whose relationship-wise can kind of be shifty. That means I'll tell you one thing, but I may show you something different later on. So be mindful of the words there and the way they communicate. We have the Page of Wands, which shows that this can be a very playful person. So maybe having harder times on the commitment. A lot of things with being hard on the commitment. Okay. You have your Two of Pentacles, which is also an indication of like shared things and things like trying to find balance. So I would say with Kevin, I would just be very on guard is what I would say. I would keep your defenses up. That doesn't mean that it can't work. It just means that this could be a very complicated situation. Someone who's not always true to their words and who doesn't always follow through on their promises, and who isn't consistent. So you have to kind of make the decision and you have to set your expectations and boundaries because remember, it takes two to make a relationship work. And if someone's not aligned on that same path as you, you're going to notice that a lot of other things don't make sense and you're going to feel a lot more stress and you're going to feel that weight a lot. So I feel as though, this is one that I would say be on guard. I'm not going to tell you to definitely for sure move forward, but I would say be mindful, be very aware. Okay. Does that make sense to you? And I hope that helps you, honey. Okay. All right. Journey says, life is not a matter of holding good cards, but playing a poor hand as well. Oh, by Robert. That's like playing spades, right? You can have a really crappy hand. Look at that revelation there, right? You're playing spades. You have to trust in your partner, right? You have no idea what they have going on. And then you have to sit here and take what you have, no matter what hand you're dealt. You got to do something with it. Well, isn't that just life, right? We get a handful of cards and we're like, this is just what we have to do with it. And we have to put our faith out there in something. So that's what I always say. It doesn't matter what you believe in, but believe in something so that you can have that sense of stability. Remember, plant your feet on that solid ground. Thank you so much for that quote there, Journey. I loved it. Let's see if we can take another question. Kayla says, will my financial situation get better soon? Let's see. Cool name, Kayla. So in regards to your financial situation, okay, when you said soon, it's that key word. I don't think it'll be soon. Okay, now will it get better? Yes, soon, no. So we have our Nine of Swords that comes out, which is still showing a bit of anxiety and you still needing to kind of make some decisions or kind of being in a bit of a crossroads. But worry not. Here's my favorite card, that Eight of Pentacles, some active work that'll be done. To me, your shift seems more towards the end of the summer, beginning of the fall, right? We have our Chariot that comes out, and this is indicating you kind of being able to step up, you kind of being able to take charge and things kind of shifting in a better way. I also feel like you have revenue that's going to be coming in from something outside of what you already have going on. So I feel like there's something else that's coming. And that will definitely help to balance the books, and not only just balance, but to lift things up for you. You have a lot more success to me that screams more towards your latter part of the year than the beginning. Not to say it's all bad here, but I think there's a huge shift in the way you move and what you're investing in, what you're doing, what money and resources are coming in. So I would definitely say stay optimistic and keep your head up, because you're not drowning yet. You know, there's things that are going to come that are going to be shaping out that you haven't even gotten to see yet. Okay. So stay optimistic there, honey. And I definitely hope that that helps. All right. Don't forget, guys, you can click the donation link on the Facebook and YouTube. And you can donate for a 3-minute, a 6-minute, a mini, a medium, or a mega. Remember, $1 of all proceeds do go to the Pride organization. We do not do any health or legal on here, and no general. Make sure you have those specific questions. Continue to share your emojis. Tanya says, thank you. I appreciate it. And you're welcome, honey. And don't forget, we have live shows at 10 p.m. all week long. Rose says, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ferris Bueller. I love Ferris Bueller. First of all, that's a whole thing. Okay. Next Monday, we're going to do movie quotes. Next Monday, 10 p.m., we're doing movie quotes. Okay. I love that. That was a good one, Rose. Thank you. Let's tap into another question. Bunny says, hi, Kay. Can starting a Twitch streaming channel for gaming and tarot be the proper balance to expand my career the way that I want? Let's see. That's a very good, meaty question. That's the way I like it. All right. So first of all, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. And no less than that, Spirit is almost telling you, honey, you need to start doing this like today, like now. What are you waiting for? Okay. So one, I feel like there's several things. You have your balance. So one, whatever you're doing now, you can continue to do, and you can add this into it. It seems like you have several different decisions that you're going to need to make, which may be difficult for you, because I kind of feel like it'll take up a lot of your time, and energetically that may be very draining. However, you have a lot of success that comes here, and this is a fantastic business decision with that King of Swords that you're making. And remember this, you get by with the smarts, what you know, what you learned, what you've obtained, and you've got to start putting all of that energy outwards. Seems like you're holding a lot of your talents and even some of your gifts that you have, and you're not putting those out there. I almost feel like you also need to be doing something here, expansion-wise, maybe marketing for others as well. But I don't think you need to keep things as just, this is it. You're supposed to be pushing out. You have a lot of great ideas up there. King of Swords is definitely a good one for communications, computer, internet, things like that, that you should be putting out there, okay? So I would allow yourself the moment to plan, but that doesn't mean take all day with it. Plan, make the action, and literally start moving forward. Honey, you got the 8 of Wands. Get going. She says, yes, I'm afraid of my own ego. Well, honey, put that ego to the side. we go work on that and then push it forward. Remember, you only fail if you give up. Okay? Oh, that's one of my quotes that I've written down. I'm like, where did that one come from? But you got this, Bunny. Remember to just put your feet on that solid ground. All right. Well, I hope that helps, Bunny. Thank you so much for your question. All right. Don't forget to keep asking, or keep sending, not asking, keep sending in which card I pulled. If you would like a free reading, don't forget to continue to send those emojis in so we can get that done as well. Free reading for you. She says, LOL. So we're going to start tomorrow. Thank you. Yes, good girl. Yes, Bunny. Next time you're here, I want to know that you got your channel started. You got everything up and running. Good girl. All right, let's tap into another question. right, we have another donation. It's a 6-minute reading. Don't forget, guys, you can click that link for a donated read, okay? Down and Over says, will me and Nick's relationship grow into a more serious relationship, or should I just give up my hopes as to wanting something that won't be? All right, let's see. See about you, Nick. All right. All right, so there's a huge sense here where I do feel as though this will says I feel we're doing better. I feel we're doing better, but my doubts are still there. Yeah. So I can see why, because I feel like you guys have some heaviness that is there from the past. And it almost seems like there's, I want to say, like a lack of trust that's there. Like there's something there that's still needing to be built up. Now, here's the thing. You definitely can have success in this relationship. You literally got your 2 of Cups. Beautiful energy. However, you guys sometimes, with this Knight of Wands, sometimes you guys can be very impulsive in the relationship, meaning saying things without thinking them all the way through. So things come out, or you guys take action, and there's not a lot of, like, I feel like, thought or energy that goes into it. Now, here's the wonderful thing, because like I said, your energy is moving pretty quickly. So I do feel as though things will pick up. And I feel like your next 6 months is pivotal. It's your make or break point, if you will. I feel like the commitment can be there, but the mindset has got to change a lot. You guys need to not focus so much on the long term, which I know is very different to hear. A lot of times we say, want to see those long-term goals. No. With you need to see that on the short term. Why? Because there's things constantly changing. Yes, both of us don't think before talking. Yeah. And that's okay, because it's a work in progress. The thing that I noticed with you guys' relationship, so this is definitely, now you've heard me give advice. You got to work on things separate. You got to do things separate before you come together. That's not the case here. Okay. And yeah, remember, no 2 relationships are the same. You guys literally need to talk to each other. You guys need a safe space. You said just I live in the moment. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying this is not a relationship where you guys should be focusing on the long term by any means. Take it week by week, okay? But work together on the small things. So maybe this month we focus on how we communicate. So maybe every Sunday you guys call each other and talk for an hour, about anything, and that's your safe space. And then maybe next month you guys work on how to pour your love into each other and what the other wants. So does he really care for me? Yes. 100% yes. Because if it was a no, I would see a whole lot more negative things. This is not that case here. There is love there. There is care there. Okay. But this is one that needs to grow together. The bond needs to strengthen together. You guys are each other's, I want to say, almost like karmic-y, like lesson. Okay. I don't want to necessarily throw that title of this being a karmic relationship, because I haven't read you enough to know. But this is one. Oh, I got all the hearts, care emojis. Yeah. This is just one that you guys have to really put that focus in and put a lot of energy in your relationship. And also, I'm going to say this. Whatever you do not go talking about your relationship, Tom, Dick, and Harry, okay? Do not do that. Outsiders' opinions and how you two work together does not make sense to everybody else, okay? So their opinions and what they pour into that relationship can make it very toxic, and it'll leave you both unhappy and second guessing and all those things kind of coming in. And that's not just on your part. No, honey, that's also on their part too. You guys have got to focus. When I'm telling you, this is a relationship that needs focused on just between the 2 of you and not the whole rest of the world. I cannot express that enough, because the way you guys' mind goes, one thing someone says may offset you, and then you go in here and you're putting all that into it. You say, yes, keeping it to ourselves 100%, because it is just, this to me is a situation that could go negative if pushed in the right way because of those fiery energies you guys have, which there's a lot of passion. You guys, you go after what you want, you say what you want, you feel how you feel, and it's in that moment. And that's why it can be all toxic-y in that moment. But then you guys can make up, and you guys can say the most wonderful things and pour a lot into each other. It actually can be a very fulfilling relationship if the right effort is put in and right energy is put in. But remember what I'm telling you, honey, keep things on that shorter term and not the longer term. That is so super, super important here. And just be mindful of what you guys speak to each other. So maybe take 10 seconds. When they say something to you, take 10 seconds before you respond. Hold it in. Say it back to yourself. And again, vice versa. I think that this is a conversation that should be had on both parts. So, oh, this makes me so happy. Listen, I give you the messages that are given to me, and sometimes I don't have good news. But with yours, I'm not necessarily seeing such negativity and things like that. Just more so the fact that you guys are going to grow together, but it's a process together. And I think you guys can have that long-term great success and have a very fulfilling relationship virtually if you guys continue to stick through this. Say yes, LOL, the 10 seconds. Now, I know that's hard to do, but I'm going to ask you about it next time you come on here. And I'm like, did you hold 10 seconds before you talked? That's something I still have to do sometimes. I'll sit there and I'm like, in a text message, you're all ready to say all that, and you just got to go and delete it all. You're like, I sound a little bit crazy, don't I? But we're human, and we all do it. I've like, sometimes you say something, you're sitting there like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have said that in that way. That probably wasn't good, because I wouldn't like it if somebody said that to me. But no worries. Remember, you're not alone in this. And I do think this is honestly a partnership that can be very fulfilling. And take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up over every stumble. You guys are going to have your hiccups, and it's not going to be perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for your donation. That was so awesome. All right, Rose. Rose, you are tonight's emoji contest winner. Congratulations. And without further ado, here's Journey.
All right, Rose, congratulations for all those beautiful emojis. All right, guys, do you realize that we are still playing another contest here? We're still looking for the tarot card that Kay pulled at the beginning of the show. So let's go ahead and see what message we got here for Rose. Rose, we're starting off with trust, and this is trust about yourself, not trust with anybody else. This is trusting that you can do things. This is the trust is based off confidence and having the confidence within yourself to have that trust for yourself. You have the capability of doing things, but sometimes you believe that you need, let's say, a group or other people in order to be able to trust that. It's like you're needing that second opinion. You don't really need the second opinion. You really need to trust what you're getting, because your first interaction with yourself, that first thought, that gut feeling, that psychic insight, go with that. Trust it. Don't second guess it. Pull back from second guessing what you're actually going through or what you're feeling. With that, you're going to find grace. So when you get to that part of trusting yourself and allowing yourself to believe in yourself, you're going to do so with grace. This energy is going to be a smooth transition. You're actually going to truly connect within yourself and allow yourself to feel at peace. So not only is trust a big issue, it's keeping you from finding that inner peace, which is something that you truly need right now. A lot of things on edge, a lot of things to kind of calm down. I know that you're looking for other things to calm you down, but the reason you're not finding that peace with your typical ways of doing things is because you're not trusting yourself in other areas of your life, which is creating a barrier for you to find and feel that peace. With the third card here, we've got enlightenment. So find the trust, do it with grace. You'll find the enlightenment in which you're seeking, meaning you're going to find that inner peace. It's also going to bring the epiphany of the other things that you are capable of doing. You're overcoming quite a bit here right now, and I do feel because you're overcoming it, it's overwhelming for you. And you're surprised with yourself that you're capable of doing it. Well, I got news for you, honey. I'm not surprised. I know you can do it. You're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep surprising yourself. You're going to do it with grace. And don't let anybody rain on your parade. Because if they start the rain, look for the rainbow, honey. Happy Pride Month, everybody. And Rose, thank you so much for all those beautiful emojis and playing our game tonight. I hope that message helps. Back to Kay.
Love, love, love that. Guys, remember, nothing is impossible. The word says it itself. I'm possible. Okay? Thank you so much. Donna Dover says, love my reading. You're so welcome. I pulled my Alice card. So the Alice card is forget who you are. This card's all about conditioning falling away. Your past memories no longer define who you are. Remember, you get to decide who you are. No one else gets to tell you who you are, okay? So if you were this person yesterday, you're not that person today. And take your power back, okay? Remember, that's all about that solar plexus work, that Bumblebee Jasper, okay? All right, here's our last question of the night. Margaret says, when will I get my tax rebate? Let's see what we get. Ooh, why do I feel like they got you wait a little bit? Oh my goodness. I feel as though there's still, for some reason, I'm feeling like there's something that is hindering the process. Honey, you literally got like your Hermit card, you got your Temperance card. There's something that's kind of in the way. All right. So I don't know. You may want to make some phone calls or something here. Out. You do get a lot of sword energy, which can be indication of air. Okay. So I don't know. For some reason, that October time may seem to be more it, but I don't know. There seems like there's some calls that you need to make because I feel like there's something that's blocking this situation from happening all the way. I would say it'll come at a time you least expect it. But like I said, I'm kind of getting that energetic pull more towards October. So I know that's kind of some time away, but I'm definitely going to encourage you to make some phone calls, okay? For sure, make those phone calls. All right, honey, I do hope that helps. It doesn't appear that anybody was able to guess the tarot card. However, it was our King of Wands. That's okay. Don't you worry. Next week, we'll play all over again. I'm back here at 10 o'clock every Monday, all summer long. And don't forget, we have beautiful psychic energy tomorrow at 10. We have beautiful Brooke at Wednesday at 10 and our wonderful Rose on Thursdays at 10. And you guys can do the VIP shows. You click that RyanJourneyLive.com so you can get that exclusive content on YouTube. So don't forget to pre-order those tickets. This has been an amazing, amazing, amazing show. I'm so glad to be a part of the My Psychic Connection. We have so many great things upcoming. Don't forget to check out the content all week long on YouTube. We've got the tarot cards of the day. We've got the transits with Squirrel. We've got a lot of different shows and things like that upcoming. So guys, please don't forget to stay tuned and check out the My Psychic Connection page as well. There's psychics on there all day long. And we also have Life 9 magazine, in which you'll get to see my article on the summer effect, aka beta endorphins. This has been a wonderful show. I love you all for watching. Don't forget to keep the love alive all month long for Pride. Love them today, love them tomorrow, and don't forget to put a little love into yourself. This is Katie Intuitive Empath, and I'm signing off. My Psychic Connection. Have a wonderful day.